Hello and welcome to the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series live at Homestead Speedway for race number 2 of the Cup Series right here at Swift. I'm your main commentator, Vern Bradley, and I'm joined in the booth tonight with my co-commentator, Corey Cook. Corey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine, Vern. Thank you for having me on.
And you're kind of in the car testing for us a little bit tonight, right?
Yeah, just try to get a feel for what these guys are going to deal with tonight. Obviously, with it being Homestead, they got to worry about the tire wear. This track is bad for it.
Yeah, we know that. I haven't probably taken personally a lap around here in a while in a Cup car, Corey. So tire wear going to be a factor. What's the setup feel like though overall?
It feels pretty good. Entry and middle of the corner wise. Feels like on exit it gets a little loose and wants to get away from you. So that's definitely something they'll have to watch out here for.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye on it tonight. Maybe some of the drivers are tuned in. Of course, they've practiced the car, Corey, so they know as much as we do at this point, I'm sure.
I sure hope they do.
Hopefully, huh?
Yep.
But yeah, we got it's going to be an exciting race, no doubt about it. Really excited to be back after a break tonight. And maybe I'll get my iRacing to load all the way in, Corey, and I can see the same thing you do.
Well, right now, fastest in practice was the 09 of Andres Ruiz. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Andre Ruiz, yes.
Yes. He pulled off a 31.155. He's about half a second faster than 0.05 faster over second place, which is Michael R. Mueller in the 51.
Gotcha.
They're starting their qualifying runs right now. We'll see what the 09 can do.
Yeah, I'm at about 95% right now, so I'll be loaded into that session shortly here, Corey.
Will do.
There we go. We got that part of it done. I think now we just got to get the overlays going. I believe how much time we got left in practice there?
We're in qualifying right now. We're at the 1 minute 45 second mark.
We're going to get some overlays pulled up here, and then we're going to pull our iRacing screen up for everybody on YouTube to see. And Trading Paints is still loading, so we're getting it all sorted out.
Yeah, it can be a pain sometimes.
One more adjustment to make right here, and I think we're going to be good to go. Get our timing screen going, timing and scoring, so we can see who's on the track and what they're doing in qualifying. And I'm watching the 20. I was watching the 21. Now I'm watching the 31 go around the track. Now the 17. We're just kind of randomly watching them.
Right.
And we're going to let the viewers see what we see from the booth now.
Sounds good.
So we got we got the session loaded up. We're taking I believe that's the 31 car I'm watching right there.
Wait. I'm looking at the stream on YouTube right now. I don't think it's loaded up completely.
Well, give it a minute.
Okay.
YouTube's always going to have a delay. Corey.
Okay, there it goes. There it goes.
Yeah, so you're going to have to give it a minute for it to come around. But
all right, we'll do.
By the time they hear us on YouTube, it'll be there.
Just making sure. I know you've had plenty of those instances before.
Yeah, we've had it happen a time or two, but we got it straightened out tonight, and it's good to be back. Race number 2. I did race number 1 for him, obviously, and that's been it seems like a long time ago. It was just before the holidays, so I had a little bit of a break after race number 1. So we're back here, race number 2, for everyone tonight. And I did the first 6 races I done for Swift. I done by myself, Corey.
You couldn't get Nation to come along?
Never could get it timed right, with the nights that it happened. So I never did get with him to get him to come in here. And then I thought about you after you broadcast with me on Tuesday night. And I'm like, I ought to give Corey a chance to come in here and do this. And it's just learning names now, Corey.
Oh, yeah.
So we're watching Nathan Moyer right now in the 971 car, and now we're watching the 27, but we're going to go back to that 971. It's like a Simbox-sponsored car right there on the 971. Yep. He's going to complete his qualifying effort, and looks like he's going to be around the 13th position.
I'll tell you what, look at the 51 at the top of the scoreboard. He beat second place by 0.2.
So we have I believe qualifying is just about ready to wrap up here. And I am going to create a scene real quick. Something that we got going on for one of the members over here at Swift Motorsports. And we're doing the lineup right now. Okay, and I think I just broke the...
Dang it, Vern. We're not even started the race yet. You done broke something.
I broke it. I got it fixed. Now we're going to take a moment, and I'm going to have to pull it up separately since it's not going to let me do it in the overlays now. But while they're lining up, we want to... well, let me find it first.
We got 5 minutes till they roll out anyway.
Yeah, I know we do. I just want to make sure that I got everything in order here. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm going to take a moment of silence right here, and I want to put something up on our up on the screen for you to see.
Copy that.
We'll take it in just a second here, Corey, but I want Gary Wells to know that our thoughts and prayers are with you, Gary, with your entire family at the loss of Stacy Wells. So we're going to take a moment of silence in honor and in memory of Stacy Wells. All right, we're back live here. We're going to go over the starting lineup for you tonight. Starting on the pole. No surprise there. We've seen him fast before. That's going to be that 51 of Michael Mueller. To his outside in second is going to be Roy Fernandez driving to number 3. Take it away, Corey.
All right, in the second row, we got the 09 of Andres Ruiz is in the third spot. To his outside will be the 91 of Blair Patterson.
All right, and bringing it in, P5 tonight, the 5th starting position is going to be the 14 of Steve Law, and to his outside in 6th place will be that 74 of Mike Aleo Jr.
On the next row, you get the 02 of David Camara. To his outside will be Jarrett Lipscher. Lipscher? I think that's how you pronounce it.
Lipscher.
Lipscher. Thank
There
you.
you go. You're getting it, Corey. You're probably closer than I was the first try. All right, so start 9th tonight, John Wimbish driving the 56, and his outside in 10th is going to be Brian Tong driving the 31.
And then 11th tonight will be the 28 of Andrew Miraz, and to the outside will be Doug Neal in the 77 machine.
Yeah, we see him on pit road right now, so we're going to move on to that 13th starting spot, and that's going to be that 971 of Nathan Moyer. And his outside in 14th is going to be Terry Kahn driving the number 33.
Next row, you got the 82 of Mike Franklin, and to his outside, the 96 of Cody Lipscher, which I'm assuming is relative to the earlier mentioned Lipscher.
Yeah, I would make that assumption as well there, Corey. So grid in 17th tonight, Brandon Fries driving the number 2, and his outside in 18th is going to be Peyton Johnson driving the 15.
In the 19th position, we got Keith Val in the 23. To his outside, the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell.
21st tonight, you're going to see Justin Gann driving the number 30, and to his outside in 22nd will be Cody McFadden in the 13.
And the 23rd position, you got Tommy Haynes, and to his outside, Jarrett Harmon in the 22 machine.
25th tonight, Cody Sleeper in the 01, and his outside in 26. We told you that you're in our thoughts and prayers there, Gary Wells, but Gary Wells will be in the 24 tonight.
In the 25th, my bad.
Yeah,
26th, yeah, 27th position, you got Casey Duncan in the 29 machine. And then you got Brian Rainville in the 60 car, or in a, well, I'm assuming, I've never seen that one. Premier Race Network livery.
There you go. 29th, we got Brian Jablonski driving the 7 of his outside, and 30th is showing Andy Starcher in the 19. I'm pretty sure Andy's adminning, though, Corey.
Okay.
But 31st is making a start. That's going to be Russell Page in the 40. And then we got Don Kidder showing in 32nd. He is an admin. And that's going to be your starting field here at Homestead tonight. And we're green flagging racing, Corey.
Here we go. I get a sound clip of Darrell Watcher just saying boogity, boogity, boogity.
Boogity, 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 huh? I got to make a quick restart on my timing and scoring. I have to do that every time. And you'll see that 51 out front, though, Michael Mueller, already showing his way around the field here. He's actually showing the field the way around Homestead is probably what I should have said there.
I don't know. That 3 looks like he may have something for him.
See that 51 right there? What's that, a Speed Lab car?
What happened to the 3 there?
I don't know. The 3, a little bit of contact right there. He's falling back in a hurry. He's dropping back so quick. That's Roy Fernandez. You seen a little bit of contact. It was a yellow car. And I think it might have been right here, the 74 Valeo Jr. that made a little contact from him. So we'll have to take a look at that right front on Alios' car. And it may have just been a netcode thing, but it looked like contact there.
Looking at Alios' car, I don't see any damage on it whatsoever.
Yeah, I didn't see any either. As we see a battle for the lead starting to shape up as Andre Ruiz in the 09 he's trying to make a move on the 51 of Michael Mueller right now.
Uh-oh.
He blinked his way into the lead.
Literally.
Well, he disappeared when I had the camera on him, and the next thing I know, he's got it. So the 09 of Andre Ruiz, the new leader here, Corey.
Yep.
51 of Mueller going to move back to second, and I don't know. I mean, as you've been doing a lot more driving lately than I have, Corey. You think early on that some of these guys might just be saving a little bit on the tires, or?
Well, we've seen it time and time again, and if you've done any race at Homestead with any car, you know how much this place heats up tires. Not as bad as Darlington, but enough to be noticed.
Yeah, taking a look at some of these awesome paint jobs throughout the field here. Right now, currently on the fourth place driver, that's going to be the 91 of Blair Patterson. I believe that's a South Point. Wouldn't that be like a Brendan Gaughan throwback paint scheme there?
Hang on, let me get to it. Well, that looks like a Hooters scheme, if you ask me.
I don't know if you've got the...
Oh, wait. Let me see what it looks like.
He might be running a custom paint.
Maybe.
Yeah,
but yes, that is a South Point scheme.
You probably don't have the custom paints enabled on your iRacing.
Probably not.
But it's all right. You can always look for it on the broadcast if you need to, but... Never mind that, man. I'm watching a heck of a race, Corey.
Oh, yeah. That's all we come here for.
There's one of the Lipstrewers. That's going to be Jarrett Lipstrewer in the 99 riding in the P5 spot right now. I believe Jarrett started close to up there. So he's holding his own right now. He might have picked up a spot.
Yeah, he started in 8th. He's made his way all at the 5th. Looks like he's trying to make
3 spots.
More way up.
Man, what a good-looking field of race cars out here tonight, though.
Let's just hope it ends that way.
That's 0-2 right there, David Kamara. Definitely a driver that I keep an eye on here at Homestead. I believe I seen him run the trucks here, and he was pretty racy, pretty fast. So I think he might have something in the Cup car tonight as well. John Wimbish right behind him here in the 56 car is another driver. Him and that 28, Andrew Mraz. 2 drivers right there that are going to show some speed tonight.
That's a good-looking Toyota.
And another driver that I don't want anyone to forget about because I know later in the race he'll be up there and remind us. That's Justin Gannon, the number 30. Gann is definitely fast, and he seems to be a good long-run driver. He's one of the guys that towards the end of the run there, Corey, he'll pick up some spots.
He's already picked up spots. He started in 21st position. He's all the way up to 16.
Yeah, and we got Andre Ruiz in that 09 still out front showing the way. Ruiz is up there by about 0.6 of a second right now, Corey.
Now, here's the question. Is 51 saving?
He could be. That's the biggest question. We're 10 laps in, but you don't know if a guy's saving or not, so...
I think the best way to tell is by looking how much gap builds up over the next few laps. That way you can know for sure.
Yeah, it looks like the 09's connection might have stabilized a tad bit more. And he's not flashing around as much, but... Man,
I'm sure the 51's glad to see that.
That 51's able to shave off about 1/10 of a second right here. So maybe... 11 laps on those tires now, Corey. Maybe the 51 is starting to move his way forward a bit. We got trouble?
No, there was a glitch. Sorry.
Gotcha.
But yeah, definitely by this time you'll start seeing a difference between those who saved tires, those who didn't.
Just taking some different camera shots right here. That was off the back of the 56 car there last. He's sitting in the 6th position now. He's got Mraz right on his, not quite right on his bumper, but not too far behind him there in the 7th spot.
I know it's a 02 and 91 are battling up there. I say let those two sort out their battle because they're burning their stuff up a lot more. All these guys behind them.
I see a battle right there with Kamara going around the 91 there of Blair Patterson. So that's going to move Kamara up to the 4th position, Patterson back to 5th. But, man, the 56 and the 28 are right there, so Patterson might find himself in more trouble than losing just one spot right here.
Ooh, looks like he almost got a little loose there.
There goes Wimbish looking to the inside right now of Patterson.
But the 91 has the preferred lane. That
and I
high
just
lane
seen,
can get you some speed.
I think I seen the leader get a little piece of the outside wall that time, Corey. I think Ruiz might have laid the right rear off that outside wall. Seen some sparks fly up there.
They must have, because 51's closing in on them.
Yeah, and you see the racing back there. I don't want to get off that. I want to watch it for a minute because the 56 of Wimbish is taking that position from the 91 right now, or at least trying to. We're on the battle now. You see the 56 working the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, the 91 got up in the outside wall right there, Corey.
Uh-oh.
He got up in there briefly, and it's going to cost him not just a spot with the 56, but it's going to cost him one with the 28 of Andrew Mraz, too.
Now he seems like he's trying out the high line. He wants to see if he can get that drive down the backstretch.
Well, I think as the tires wear here, it kind of drives a person up there, Corey.
That is true.
Especially if you start to develop a little bit of a push on that thing. Maybe you'll try to ease her on up there in the high line and get a little bit more speed. You seem to be able to get a run off the corner better at Homestead doing that.
Yeah, when you run the higher line, you typically can get a you get back in the gas sooner. Gives you more speed coming out the corner.
Top 10 side-by-side racing's over with now. The 82, Mike Franklin, going to take it away from the 33 of Terry Kahn. So move Mike Franklin now in the 82 up into the top 10. And then the 3 car, I see him back here. He's riding in the 12th spot, and he was one of the guys that started up towards the front, and we wondered what happened to him, Corey. And I found him. He's back here in the 12th position right now.
Maybe he decided he didn't want any part of that business up front.
But I'll tell you what's even more interesting than that is looking who's right behind the 3 car in the 13th position. I told you. This run goes on, and that 30's going to start coming forward, and he's doing it. He's up to 13th now. He's kind of just making a beeline on that 3 car.
Yep,
Man, that racing up there in front of them is pretty good, too, though. Terry Kahn in the 33 right here. 82 of Mike Franklin, still in the midst of this battle. It's like Jarrett Lipstruer in the 99's in the battle with him here, and I'll tell you, that battle to get just inside the top 10 is heating up on the racetrack right now.
Yep. Got a lot of side-by-side action.
Yeah, David, we hate that you had to miss a race too, buddy. Good to see that you're getting to enjoy it and watch it, though. Thanks for joining us on the YouTube chat. I think we're going to have a lead battle pretty quickly here. 0.4 of a second, Corey. Separate the 09 and the 51. 0.4.
Yeah, he's definitely been closing down on them. They've actually pulled away from third in them.
Yeah, I was looking at that, but those positions have been contested for a little bit, too. You see the 02 of David Kamara has now taken the 3rd position. And then if you look back right there, you're going to see now in 4th positions the 56 of John Wimbish.
Right.
The 28 is going around the 74 right now, and that's going to put him in the 4th or the 5th position. And that's going to move Mike Alio Jr. back to the 6th spot. So everything behind 2nd has been contested now for several laps, Corey.
Yeah, they've probably burned up their stuff while doing it, too.
Yeah, the 74 looks like he might have used his up a little bit. Now's where that's really... It's where it's really going to start showing up as 21 laps into the run here.
So when do you think green flag pit stops will happen?
Dang it. I think I've asked him this before. I'm going to say probably upwards from 26 to 30, somewhere in there.
Probably a good guess. I'm going to go with lap 40, somewhere around there.
40?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see about that one. I'll stay with my 26 to 30 range. Man,
we'll see.
Even at 100% fuel, a guy's got to have a right front tire, Corey.
Well, typically that fuel lasts a lot longer than that. Or no, right front lasts a lot longer than the fuel tank usually.
Well, it just depends on the setup, what track you're on, and how much fuel you put in that tank.
True.
So we're taking a look at the top 5. What's going on towards the back of the field? The 31, He looks like he's dropped a few spots from the start of the race. See him back here and showed in the 30th position. He's actually the first car lap down right now.
Uh-oh.
So if they were to get a caution, the 31 would be the lucky dog. But I don't know if he had to make an unscheduled pit stop or what happened to the 31 there. But it might have been a scheduled pit stop because he's driving by these guys. So I'm going to say he's got some tires on that thing, Corey.
Oh, yeah. Now he's going to work on getting himself unlapped.
Yeah, and
He's got a good bit of ways to go, though.
Yep, he pitted. I thought that he did. So he was the first one to make it to pit road. That would have had to have been close, to the lap 21 range.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I just watched that 51. It looked like he pushed up a little bit coming out of turn 4 that time. He might be.
I'm really surprised he hasn't passed. He hasn't got closer to him yet.
He's just, he got within 0.4 of a second, but just like I said, it looked like that he about pushed up into the wall, and he's not really closing the gap now, Corey.
Oh, no, he isn't. Maybe he didn't save as much as he thought he did.
Meanwhile, taking a look at 3rd and 4th back there, looking at the distance, and they appear to be closing in a little bit, but I think they're just a little bit too far back right now, Corey.
I don't know. Maybe, like we said earlier, they've been contesting for a few laps. I just don't think they got the tires left to really catch them.
Yeah, and we know it takes tires to do that, but, man, just right inside the top 10, you can still see battle back here. Side by side to 33. That's Tony Khan. I seen that was the 31 actually driving by them, so we know he's on fresh tires. And he's checked out and left them. So that 31 of Brian Tong is just cruising through the field right here. You can see the difference that fresh tires make. 3 wide right there going by Alio Jr. in the 74.
Pass them like they're nothing.
He just passed them like they're tied to a stump, ain't he?
Exactly.
That feller's getting her done, Corey.
He's definitely about to catch the leaders. Or is that leaders or is that 3rd or 4th?
It's going to be 3rd and 4th. That's exactly who it is.
Yep.
So we're going to tune into him a little bit because we know he was the first car on pit road. And it'll be interesting to see once this cycles out where that might actually land the 31 at. And I haven't seen really the mass green flags pit stop started yet. And we are at lap 28 right now. So 124 laps was the scheduled distance tonight. And we are on lap 29 caution-free so far. And when I say that, Corey,
I saw the 51 get up near the wall. I'm sorry about that.
It's all right. I was going to say, just as I say that, it's not uncommon to see a caution-free race over here. I thought you were going to tell me a caution was out.
Well, I thought something was about to happen. I saw him really close to that wall.
Oh, no. I'll be eating my words. So it looked like I was able to schedule this live stream in advance and get it to work properly tonight. So I am happy about that, Corey.
It's always great when things go smoothly.
Almost everything went smoothly, but not quite.
We got there in the end.
So that's Mueller we're watching right now. We're going to mix up the cameras a little bit and kind of shuffle through the field. Kamara in the 0-2, and you're right. Since they've got out of traffic and quit battling each other, the gaps have stayed relatively close to the same. Except for first to second, it looks like Mueller's dropped off by over a second on Andre Ruiz right now.
He's getting mighty close to that wall, too.
And we're 31 laps in, and they haven't started pitting yet, so I think you might be closer to correct than I was, Corey.
That just felt like I'm just going off by my personal experience here, so don't take my word for it.
So back here watching the battle with the 74, Mike Alio Jr., the 91 of Blair Patterson, and here comes Patterson to pit road. Here
Looks like
comes
you were
Mike
right.
Franklin right behind him on lap 32, so I wasn't
Whoa.
far off on that one. This
Third car in line nearly spun out.
sometimes, man, watching them enter pit road's the most exciting part, Corey.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy, man. When you're coming down, unless you race these things, you don't know. But the 09 right there, the 23 leader coming on the pit road, and the 23 got into the right rear, and you can see the damage on the right rear of that 09 car on pit road. Just like that,
Oh.
the dangers of, and there's a lot of dangers of green flag pitting. One of them slowing down and somebody getting into you. The other one is speeding on pit road, Corey.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about it. If a race goes caution free, you can cost yourself the race on pit road.
Yeah, it's kind of a tricky, especially this pit road where you got cut down so suddenly.
Yeah, and we're going to look at that 09. There's still damage back there, so it looks like the crew might have, I don't know if they got any of it bent out. We'll have to see how it affects them. It looks like the spoiler on the car's okay, and the damage is low, but we'll have to see how this shakes out and how this might affect the 09's race from this point on.
When you had that much of a lead, you just cannot afford to stay in the pits. You got to get with your tires and gas and go.
Yeah, so and right there, the 02, I just seen a car have to check up a little bit to stay out of the back of the 02 of David Kamara right there. Man, pit road's been a busy place the last few laps. And there's been excitement. Your leader right now is being scored as the 56 right here.
09's going to go back around them, get his lap back.
The 09 is going to go around him right here, and I believe the 56 hasn't made it to pit road just yet.
No, I don't believe he has either.
I don't think the 28 or the 17 or the 30 have either. Maybe the 3's still out, 971. So there's a lot of these cars that haven't come to pit road.
Right.
So
I believe
maybe we're both right.
Back.
Maybe we're both right, Corey.
Maybe.
I don't know how that would have happened, but I think it might pan out that way because we're lap 36 now. So
I believe 56 might be coming this time by.
Yep,
there you go.
Leaders on pit road. 28 of Mraz is going to come in right behind him.
Ooh, check up there, bud.
Yeah, it looked like the 28 had to get on the binders pretty hard right there. That's
all right.
That'll hand the lead over to the 17 of Tommy Haynes, and he's going to have the 30 of Justin Gann behind him. But, man, look at the difference as we're watching Justin Gann there. We watched the 82 of Mike Franklin just drive right by him on fresher tires.
It's always tempting to come down and get those fresh tires because you know you're going to outrun everyone else out there.
All right, 30's on the binders right now. Sideways with it. But
17 missed pit road.
And the 17, the leader, missed pit road. You're exactly right. He's going to have to stay out on that racetrack for another lap here, Corey. We were just talking about how dangerous green flag pit stops can be.
Yeah, unfortunately, Homestead's one of the more difficult tracks for pit road entry.
So that's going to change things around, and I'll tell you who it's going to hand the lead over to temporarily here, and that's the 31. Brian Tong, that's after the 17 of Tommy Haynes brings it to pit road, which it looks like he's going to make pit road now, Corey.
Yep, he'll make it this time, and maybe that pit stop earlier in the race paid off for the 31.
Well, yeah, but we'll have to see how far ahead of the he's not.
Oh, as I say
no, Ruiz is right there, man.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Well, he got to lead briefly there, Corey.
He'll get his point.
He got to lead briefly, and the 09 just said, nope, I'm back. So that's going to put Ruiz back to the lead after this cycle's out. You can see the damage on the right rear. We'll see how this plays out. Mueller's behind him about 1.4 seconds from what I can tell, Corey. Well, Tong is actually behind him in the 31, but I'm talking about drivers on relatively same cycle on tires.
Right.
So we know Mueller would be one of them. Franklin, Kamara, Khan, all those guys pitted.
51 just told 31 and get out the way with a little bumper.
31 going to pull her right down to the bottom of the racetrack. 51, that Speed Lab car is going to use the top side. I believe that says M2 Speed Lab. Is that right?
Which car is it again?
The 51, Mueller.
I'm trying to look. I'm trying to get good. I'm only seeing low line and hop lap.
Yeah, you don't have the custom paints on. I forgot about it. Oh, almost contact right there with the 96 and the 51. That was Cody Lipstruer right there in the 96. Seen the 51 going by, and it looked like the Lipstruer went to turn down a little bit, and then he realized the 51 was there, and he corrected it just in time, Corey.
Yeah, that's never something you want to happen. Accidentally take out the leader when you're a lap down.
So we are 42 laps in here. I'm not going to say uneventful, but I will say caution-free.
For now.
Not uneventful, though.
Plenty of close calls.
And it looks like the 60 of, I think that's going to be Brian Rainville. Yep, Brian Rainville right there going to make his way around the 09. And I believe that was to put Rainville back on the lead lap.
Yes, it would. Now the first car lap down will be the 96.
So I'm showing 1, 2, 3 cars a lap down here.
Yes.
Currently 30 cars in the field right now. All 30 that took the green still in the race. And we're watching the leader right there of Andre Ruiz going around. We'll go back one more, 1.8 seconds back actually, and find the 51.
Yeah, he's been closing on the last few laps. I think maybe he's not going to save as much this time. Maybe he knows his car is only good on a short run, maybe.
There's a little bit of damage on that right rear, that 09. I'm just curious to see if it affects him or not.
That is true. I did forget about that.
You go back to third, though, you're going to find that 31 of Brian Tong. We know that Tong got the lead, I don't know, quarter of a lap there, corner or so. Corey? Wasn't much, but...
I'll give him 3/4 of a lap.
So you got him the lead 3/4 of a lap right there after the pit cycles, cycled out. But just think if that cycles out that way with a couple laps to go, you might see a surprise winner there, Corey.
Maybe.
So you see the 02 Kamara is going to come around him now, and this will be for position. That's going to be for the third spot, and it shouldn't be much of a battle as the 02 goes around here.
Yeah, 31 knows he's on the oldest tires on the field, so he ain't going to really battle them hard. He's going to, try to keep pace, but he's going to get out their way.
Yeah, he's just... Well, there's no sense. You got a lot more laps on it, and you're obviously on a different strategy anyway at that point, Corey.
Oh, yeah.
You see the 28 of Andrew Mraz is coming up behind him right now. Mraz looks like he's going to use the high side to go around the 31. I think he seen the high side was open, Corey, and he took it.
Hey, I love running the high side. I take it whenever you can.
Whatever way they go, you just go the opposite, right? They go high, you go low. They go low, you go high.
Keep them guessing.
So now I think that's it's gonna put the 31 back here in the clutches of the 82 of Mike Franklin, that Black Rifle coffee car right there. And there's the pass, and the 31 looked like he got a little bit of a run off the corner and might have looked for a little crossover right there.
I wouldn't try if I was a 31. Like I said, he knows he's on old tires, so you ain't going to hold on to it, unfortunately.
I think he learned that come off that corner higher, you get a better run. And Wimbish, we know that Wimbish has a little bit fresher tires than the guys in front of him because he's one of the cars that stayed out and pitted later in that run.
Definitely look to see how much difference his tires will be compared to, say, like the 09 or so. Speaking of the 09, I just noticed that he's being caught even more by the 51. It's down to 1.1 seconds.
Yeah, I'm getting back up here right now and taking a look at that, and you're right. I mean, that 51's been able to shave almost a second off the time since they've come off pit road, and I'll tell you, they're not that far apart on tires, Corey. That's got to be a little bit of that damage on the right rear affecting that 09.
Yeah, unfortunately, these cars are built to be aerodynamically dependent. So once you get a little bit of damage on them, it tends to affect the performance of the car.
Well, he's got a little bit of damage on the right rear, but he's also held up a little bit right here by the 23 car.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that definitely ain't going to help.
Oh, and it looked like the line that he took right there, the car got a little bit unhappy with him on corner exit of 4 right there.
Yeah, he kind of just called him at a bad time coming out the corner.
I think he's gonna definitely get the 23 cleared now out of turn 2 down the back straightaway, so maybe he'll be able to open up the gap just a little bit here. Because now the 51 has to deal with the 23 car.
Oh, yeah. It's all about where he catches him, which I think he may actually get him at a good point coming off this corner.
Yeah, he does. He's going to catch him out of 4 right here. And he's going to look at the move, I'm sure, down here through 1 and 2, and he does. And he's going to clear him before they're even to the center of 1 and 2.
I know his Ruiz is pushing up that track a lot. 51 seems like he can hold the line a little bit better.
Yeah, that little bit of damage back there could really, like you said, affect the aero on that car and make it just a tad bit tighter than what Ruiz was used to that first run.
Yeah, but then again, the 51 has the disadvantage of being in 30 air, so that could also work into play with the 09.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to take a look right here because that gap is disappearing between 1 and 2 right now. And I got a feeling that we're headed for a battle for the lead, Corey. I see the battle shaking up for that number 1 spot.
I don't think anybody's been able to take the lead away from Ruiz ever since the start of the race today. So I think 51 will be the first one to really get a try at it.
Yeah, he's been second pretty much the whole time, and he led a little bit, and then Ruiz took it away from him, and now I think he's going to get a chance to get it back right here in the next lap or two, Corey.
He really closed in a lot on that backstretch. I think he's going to get him maybe within the next lap or two.
Yeah, I'd say that little bit of damage on that right rear is definitely affecting the 09 right now because we've seen the 09 stretch it out in the first run. When you go from stretching it out to battling for the lead, the damage got you, Corey.
Unfortunately, that's sometimes the case.
It's at that point that you realize that the damage is taken control.
Yep.
But you're right about the dirty air because he's closed up with it about 2/10 right here. But it's kind of like he hit a brick wall there momentarily, Corey.
Yep.
But now he's all over the back bumper of the 09 going into the corner here. But again, it's like he hits a brick wall.
You see what he tried to do there? He tried to have a higher entry than the 09. Try to get his car to turn a lot more.
Yeah, and it didn't work for him, did it?
No, but it might work right here.
Oh, 09 going to use up all the racetrack on corner exit, and if he had to check up a little bit, that might give the 51 just enough momentum. And now the 09's going to move up the racetrack a little bit right here.
Wants to protect that top line. He knows he can control it if he keeps the 51 on the bottom.
I think he's just trying to get that run right now, but the 51's there. I mean, he's on the back bumper now.
I think he's playing it safe. He doesn't want to do a risky move, at least where I don't think we're even halfway through the race
09 wiggly again out of turn 4. When he
He'll
runs,
get him right here.
When he runs that middle line, that car is not happy with him at all. Now the 51's going to work the high side, and he'll get the momentum off the corner here.
New leader, 51.
Yep, new leader, 51, Michael Mueller, taking it to the front. So we watch that battle for a while, and at lap 58, he pulls it off here. Now to be interesting to see how much Mueller's able to stretch it out. And while we're speaking of Mueller, I'll take the first 10 on through the field, and you can have the next 10, Corey.
Alrighty.
So here we go on your leader. The number 51 car, that's Michael Mueller. We just seen how he got up there to the lead. And he's been first and second pretty much the whole race tonight. Michael Mueller having a great race. He is your leader. P2 right now, we got the 09 of Andre Ruiz. Ruiz led a bunch, almost the entire first stint. And then he got a little damage going to pit road the last time, and we think that might be affecting him this run as Ruiz drops back to second. Running third right now is going to be David Kamara, driver of the 02 car. Kamara is one of the guys that has just been taking his time and kind of driving his way up through the field tonight and doing a great job with it. Get back to the fourth position, you're going to find the 28 of Andrew Mraz, another driver just quietly taking his time and working his way through the field here at Homestead. Then we're going to go back to the fifth position. We'll find another patient driver taking his time, and he's in a battle for that spot, but that's Mike Franklin currently in the fifth in the 82. He's battling with this guy, John Wimbish. We know Wimbish pitted a little later in that last run, so he's probably got fresher tires than the guys in front of him, and I think that's showing up right now as fifth place is contested. So we'll go back to seventh. You're going to find that 3-car, Roy Fernandez. We've seen Fernandez start up in the top 3, if I'm not mistaken, Corey, and then had a little bit of trouble in one of the corners and fell back a little bit, and Fernandez has made his way back up to the 7th position in the number 3. Then you go back to the A spot, another driver that ran that first stint late before he brought it to pit road. And I told you to keep an eye on him early in the race. That's the 30 of Justin Gann. So we go back to 9th spot. You're going to find that 91 of Blair Patterson. That's the South Point Casino car. Blair has been up there, another driver battling up in the top 10, top 5 all race long. And Blair Patterson having a great race here, currently in the top 10. We'll go back to 10th position. We're going to find the guy that we watched in qualifying, actually. That's the 971 there, Nathan Moyer, bringing it, currently occupying the 10th spot. And I believe that's about 3 positions better than Nathan qualified. So take it away,
yes,
Corey.
It will. All right, in the 11th position, you got Casey Duncan in the 29 machine, Toyota Camry. He started 27, he's up to 11th, so I say that's a good race for him so far. Next, you got Mike Franklin, the 82, in the 12th position. He started on 15, he's up to 12. Not too bad of a night. He probably thinks he should have more, but, you get what you get. Then you got Mike Alio Jr. in the 74, started 6th, and is now riding in the 13th position. Not having the night he wanted, but there's still a lot of racing to go, so let's see what he can do with it.
Yeah, I think we got green flag pit stops going on too, messing our scoring up a bit.
Uh-oh. I better get through this. Then you got Gary Wells in the 24, he started 26 up to 14, having a good run tonight. You got Brendan Fries in number 2. He's running in 15th position. Oh, we got a yellow flag.
We got a yellow, and we need to figure out why. Oh, 33 car. I see it. Tony Khan right now currently sideways. And we are going to, I believe we're going to have an instant replay here. But how many seconds do we go? Let's try 30 seconds here, Corey, and
all right,
see what happens. Oh, he got loose on that bottom line, man, and the thing just come around. Nobody else involved in it, but little bit of contact right there with the outside wall on a spin, and that's going to put us under our first and only caution here at Homestead tonight. I'll tell you a guy that's happy to see that. The 09 and the 09. So the 33, he's still sitting there waiting to get going, and that's going to be caution number 1.
Oh, no, I think the 09 was on pit road when that caution came out.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he was on pit road, so that could be good or bad.
Really depends when and where it came out.
So while that happens, we're going to... I got a couple ads here I can play, Corey.
I'm sorry?
I got a little commercial break I think I can do.
Alrighty. I'm going to go grab me a drink while we do the commercial break.
Gotcha. All right, we are back with the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series at Homestead Speedway tonight for race number 2. And we are pacing under our first caution flag here. I think we only have a lap or two to go, though, before we go back to green.
Yeah, I believe they're setting up right now. They're double fouling up.
I see it, Corey. They're 2 by 2. How far back?
Way far back.
Nation would say all the way to the gate, right?
Probably.
Down the road to the hot dog vendor. Or the hamburger stand.
That's probably where he hopes it would go to.
Down the road to the Whataburger. There might even be a Whataburger down the road from this track in real life. I can't remember. I was there last year, but...
It's very possible. Florida's a strange place.
Had one of the best Cuban sandwiches I ever had in my life down there in Homestead. And I think we're about ready to go back racing.
Looks like we got a little bit of a mix-up in the top 5 and so.
Yes, we do, but that 51 car, he was leading before, and he got a great restart right here. He's going to remain the leader, Corey. He wasn't playing around, was he?
Nah, you don't fool around these races.
Yeah, Michael Mueller said no games, but I'll tell you, looking right behind him there, that 28 of Andrew Mraz, he's no slouch on this racetrack.
No, looks like he's hanging on with him.
Mraz going right back after it right here. Man, look at that 3-car. Little contact with the 28 right there. Now you got to stack up with the 02 and the 56 right behind them. And we got a caution, Corey. You got a car number?
Uh-oh. I'm looking through the field. Oh, looks like we got 40,
we got a big wreck.
29.
731 40. 40 is missing his front end right here, so We found a few cars around. That's Russell LePage in the 40, but let's take a look, Corey, and see what happened to these gentlemen right here. I don't think I went back far enough. We're keeping an eye on that 40 car right now. And he might have just been the victim. No, he got loose. We've seen this play out before, and then the 7 kind of reacted, and a little contact made with him, and that put the 40 hard into the inside wall. 31 gets collected here. So 7 and 31 and 40, but it looked like the 7 reacted to the 40 getting loose a little bit, and then he got hit in the side, and it was on from there, Corey.
Yeah, it looks like the 40 had it saved, but like you said, the 7 reacted. He came down on another car who was going up at the same time, and that's all just
all
happened.
It takes.
Yep. Oh, the 31 and the 09 are also involved.
Oh, I didn't get to see that part of it, but we'll take a look at the 09 car, and it don't look like he got any more damage. It just looks like the right rear, though, Corey.
Oh, he may be fine.
I think the 09's all right there, but he's kind of mired back here in the 20th position right now, and getting kind of later in the race here, 71 laps in, and he's going to bring it to pit road. Maybe he's going to get that damage worked on a little bit. Who knows? They might get that hot rod fixed back up again. He might be able to drive it through the field here before the end of the race.
Well, he's definitely got a lot of ground to make up and not a lot of time to do it.
So we've seen a little bit of – actually, we've seen more than a little battle. We've seen a good battle up here between the 3 and the 28, the 56 and the 02. And, man, we got a race now, Corey.
Oh, yeah. We're getting near the end. People are going to start amping up. They're going to start pushing a lot harder.
Yeah, we went I don't remember, like 60 laps caution-free, and then it was on.
We got our green flag quota in.
Yeah, well, restarts are you got them so close together, and you said it. You called it before the race when you did the practice session, Corey, and you said that the car's a little twitchy and loose, and it looks like on fresh tires, man. If you're digging on that bottom or the middle of the track, that car just it kind of wants to go around on you.
I think it doesn't matter which part of the track you're on. On cold tires, it's just going to be loose, and you just got to be ready to take care of that.
Yep, so when you're going for it with cold tires right there, you might think that it's under you, and all of a sudden it ain't.
Yeah, you better be ready to wrestle that wheel coming off the corner.
So we got time for, I guess, one more quick commercial for you here. All right, we're 2x2 and getting ready for a restart right here on lap 74 of 124. Back with the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series here on this beautiful Thursday night. depending on where you're at in the country. It's about 75 degrees here today, Corey, so we'll call that beautiful.
Yeah, that's a lot better than the weather we've been getting recently.
All right, so here we go. I think they're getting about ready to go here coming out of turn 4, it looks like. Waiting for it, waiting patiently. Pace car dips off the racetrack, and we are green flag and racing once again at Homestead Speedway with the Hyperdrive Cup Series here at Swift Motorsports.
Looks like that 28 may have gave the 51 a little bump off that restart.
I'll tell you, Mraz, he took advantage of the restart, man. He's going to move around to 3 and get it back in P2, so the racing's on once again, Corey, as we see him fan out back there outside the top 10.
28's riding that bumper on the 51. Looks like he's looking for an opening.
Man, that 56 is looking for everything he can get right now, too. He's looking for the 3rd spot. On the 3. They're going to be side by side down in the corner here, but I don't think he can pull it off. In fact, the 3 gets a good enough run, he might challenge for 2nd.
He's on that bumper.
So Roy Fernandez getting late in the race, and he is picking up. He's found the gas pedal, Corey. He's on it. And look at the battle right here with the 30 and the 56. Justin Gann in the 30s found his way up there.
Oh,
he's side by side for 4th. Kind of a traffic jam up there. You get in that top 10. I'm going to tell you that. They're too wide. Nowhere to go, Corey.
Yeah, nowhere to go. There's a reason they're up front. It's because they know where to run.
That's exactly right. I couldn't have said that better myself, man. Good comment right there, Corey. As I'm taking a look back at David Kamara and the 002 car. He's side by side with the 17 right there of Tommy Haynes.
Didn't the 17 have a bit of issues earlier in the race? Or am I thinking another car?
I think he might have had some minor ones early on. Man, I'll tell you, it looks like that middle to higher line is starting to prevail right now. But don't
Definitely
turn your head.
Multi-groove track, for sure.
We turned our head too long, and the 30 of Justin Gann picked up 2 spots, not 1 but 2. And that's going to put the 56 of Wimbish back in a battle with the 3 of Roy Fernandez, and it'll be for the 4th and not the 3rd spot this time.
28 looks like he's trying a higher line into 51, try to get a drive off that corner. He gets one right here.
Oh, we got a wreck back in the back. I seen it.
I think the 09 was in it as well.
Yeah, give me a car number.
2 car.
2?
Yeah.
Brandon Fries, I got him right here. Dynamart. So let's do an instant replay real quick, and he's already turned around. Actually, that's the 21 I'm looking at, not the 2. I think I went back too far. I see the 09 no.
Yeah, he was in the midst of that.
Oh, yeah, a little contact. The 09 and him made a little contact, and that's going to turn the 2 around. He's showing the 21 because I got custom numbers on custom paints. But he's actually the 2 car, and that's going to turn him around right in front of the field there. So I don't think, once again, I think the 09 got out with little damage that time.
Yeah, it looks like the 2 thought he was going to be clear and just came up a little too much in front of the 09. That's what started that whole mess.
Yep, so the 2 car's going to get it pointed in the right direction there, and everything's going to be okay for him, and we're going to go under our quick commercial caution break here. All right, so we're back here again with the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series at Homestead Speedway tonight. Hal Amy, how are you doing, sir?
Hey there, Hal.
I got Corey with me in the booth. Corey Cook, been with us since it started here tonight, doing a great job, Corey. I appreciate you being here.
Glad to be here.
And they're 2x2 once again, so we're going to get ready for a restart. We're lap 83 of 124. I tell you, man, when that caution started waving, we've seen it wave a couple more times since that first one, Corey.
Yeah, well, now we're within, I think, about 40 laps to go, maybe a little bit more than that. I'm interested to see what that 28 is going to do, because he's been hot on the heels of the 51.
Well, not just the 28, the 56 of John Wimbish, another one we've seen get up there, and then the 30 of Justin Gann as well. So there's some fast hot rods in this race tonight, and I'll tell you, I can't pick a clear winner as the pace car goes in, Corey.
Oh, yeah, still way too early. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're green flagging racing, just like that.
28 got a great start with that.
On the high side, too, and we've seen that work as an advantage for some of those guys back there, but I don't think he's going to be close enough out of two here. Now the 51's going to move up there.
No, he goes back to the
little
inside.
bit back to the bottom, little bit of a block there maybe.
3, making it 3 wide and back in
And the
fifth.
56 is going to try to take advantage of the 28 on this one, but I don't think he's going to get the run to do it. And, man, I'm telling you what, you would think there was like 2 to go right here, Corey.
Well, this is how it should be. 2 to go. This is how the racing should be.
Man, I mean, they are so close together. 28, 56, 51, 17, 91, 30. Probably the whole
Whoa.
top 15 right now as we got a car shooting down to the infield there.
Oh,
Man, the racing is heated up as we see a battle for second as the 56 of John Wimbish takes it to the top. Not just to the top, but to the P2 spot there, Corey.
oh, he's going to have a big run out of this corner. 28's going to have to wash up.
We got 3 wide behind him, the 91, 30, and 17. Justin Gann in the 30 working the middle of the racetrack trying to make the spots up right here.
Here comes the move for the lead.
And the move for the lead, the 56 is going for it. And the 30's going around the 17, but the 56 is on the bottom, 51 at the top. And the 28 could be the deciding factor back there in the 3rd spot, Corey.
Very possible. We got Chevrolet, Toyota, Ford all in the top 3. Battle between the manufacturers.
The same thing we've seen the 56 do to the 28. The 28's doing it to the 56. The 28's up on the high side, getting the momentum off the corner. 56 is kind of stuck down there on the bottom, and the 28's going to take the P2 spot back again. But don't count out the 30. Man, oh, man, he got around those guys. He just got around the 3 and the 91. Justin Gann up to the 4th position and working on 3rd right now.
Man, anybody in this pack right here can win this race. Like, there's no one you can single out as the winner.
Look at the 30 hug the bottom right here as he pulls up next to the 56 for 3rd.
He is fighting hard trying to get by that 56, but I don't think he can do it on the bottom.
Man, I don't know. Corey turns that car down there and it sticks, and he sailed it off in the corner that time. He just sailed it off into turn 3, Corey.
I think the 56 do that. He did the same thing. He's going to clear him right here.
Maybe a little drafting help from behind, though, with the 3 car, Fernandez, but you see drafting help lining up behind the 56 as these guys are kind of stacking up, man. And the 30 clears them.
Ooh.
Slide job.
Where's Dale Jr. when you need him?
That's right. Slide job and cleared him right there. So the and now he's going for 2nd, Corey.
He's like, get out of the way, boys. It's my turn.
Man, you see that car push up the racetrack just a little bit. Look at the close racing with the 28 of Andrew Mraz. Thank God there was no net code right there, Corey.
Yeah.
And there's the position. 30 takes it, but look at the 3 of Roy Fernandez. I wouldn't count Fernandez out yet. He took one from Mraz. Now he's going to try to take another one from the 30 of Justin Gann.
The black number 3 dominated in the 80s and 90s. Can it do it again here tonight?
You see Gano moving it. He's solidly in the second spot now, and we're going to have to see what he's got for our leader there, the 51 of Michael Mueller.
But did he burn up his stuff trying to get by those guys?
I don't think so, man. He's catching Mueller as we speak. He worked a little higher line right there. He's going to get the run down the straightaway, and I think Gann's going to be putting pressure on him down here in 3 and 4. Mueller,
he's not going to have the run here, though.
Mueller in the 51. We won't discredit him none. He's had a fast race car from the start of the race tonight. And he's going to be a hard one to pass, no doubt about it, Corey.
Oh, yeah, he's probably going to protect that high side. Oh, they get mighty close there.
Look at the run the 30 car is going to get out of was that 2 right there? Yes.
Yes, that was 2.
And now the 3 is going to go behind the 30 and maybe give him a little bit of help. And there goes the 30. He clears them.
3
right
might
in the
clear him
3.
as well.
And the 3 might do the same thing. You're exactly right. But 92 of 124, is it too early to be pushing your car this hard, Corey?
I don't know, because I think they're going to have to pit again.
So is it too, but still, is it too early in the run to push your car that hard?
Man, I don't know. With everyone else was racing like that, I think you're just as good to race as hard.
So if you look at the top 3 right now, they've kind of gapped 4th place to Mraz back there just a little bit. Then you got Wimbish right behind him, and Wimbish is in a little bit of a battle with that 0-1 of Cody Sleeper. So we're back here where the battling's at now.
Ooh, that middle car, the yellow car, take it 3 wide possibly.
New leader is the 30 of Justin Gann. They get around Mueller, and Mueller is falling back from these 2, and he's falling back into the...
Caution.
We got a caution flag. Give me a car number when you can.
I'm looking, car number 15.
All right, so 15 right here. And we got a...
wait.
No, it ain't 15.
Yeah, that wasn't the 15. I think I got it right here. Hang on. 17. That is a 17, right? What the world?
I don't see a 17. Tommy Haynes, red and white car.
Okay, I got it now. 13 car for sure this time.
Okay. All right, so let's see what happened here. Watching the 13, he's in a 3 wide situation here with the 82 and the 24, and yep, that'll do it. 3 wide, little contact with the 24, and that's going to set the 13 around in front of the field, and it looks like everybody's going to clear him and miss him, Corey.
And then looking at it as well, there was some netco. There was probably about 2 inches between the cars.
Well, netcode will get you every time as we are under 30 laps to go now under this caution number 4 here tonight.
Well, we thought this race may go caution-free to begin with, but now it gets interesting.
It's getting interesting for sure now, ain't it, Corey? They've been
yeah.
These last few restarts, man, they've just been going at it just hard. It's been hardcore racing, and so's a race off pit road right here.
Oh.
Mueller's going to drop some spots, man, and it's going to change around a little bit as the 27 works a little strategy. That's going to be Jonathan Cogswell. So Cogswell's going to get the lead right here with 29 to go, but did he two-tire it, Corey?
That's what I'm looking at right now.
I think that feller might have two-tired it. He's going to work a little strategy right here. Nothing wrong with that when you get late in the race.
Yeah, watching his pit stop right now. See, right side goes up. Goes down. And he's gone. Yes, he only took 2 tires.
Yeah, 2 tires. We'll have to see how it works out for the guy. I don't know, man. I like I said, I don't have a lot of laps here in the Cup car in quite some time now. So, what do you think about the 2 tire score?
As from my personal experience, that 2 tires typically don't work out. Usually, you need more of a tighter setup for that to work. I just think these cars are way too loose on the cold tires. If he can keep it straight, I think he's still going to lose some positions just from fighting the handling of that race car.
I agree with you just by what we've seen tonight. I mean, the cars seem to get a little twitchy here on these restarts. And, man, if I got a car that gets twitchy in the first lap or two, I'd hate to see how twitchy it got when I did a two-tire stop.
I mean, he was running in the top 10, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. It might be the move of the race here, Corey. Getting late in here,
Could
28
be.
laps to go. He might have just made the move of the race right here. We'll have to wait and see after they get restarted.
Now, fuel-wise, they should be able to make it from here on out. But if they get in their caution, I guarantee you they'll all be back down pit road for tires.
Yeah, we've seen them run 36, 37 laps on fuel the first stint, so I think they're good to go with 28 laps. But you still have to manage the tires a bit, Corey.
Yeah, I think some might not push it too much in the first, let's say, 5 to 10 laps. It really depends how much you save. Obviously, you can't fall back like 10 positions trying to save tires. You just don't have enough time.
Yeah, and they're going to go 2 by 2 right now, which means they got the 1 to go. If there were, 10 or under laps to go, I could see pulling a 2 tire or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with 27, 26 to go when they restart, man, it's going to be tough to hang on as fast as we've seen the 3, the 30, the 51, the 56. I mean, we got some fast hot rods here tonight.
Oh, yeah. By all means, if 27 can prove us wrong, then please prove us wrong.
Prove us wrong. That's right. We want to be wrong. Believe it or not. Jonathan Cogswell, we want to be wrong. So prove us wrong. That's what we're in the booth for, to commentate, not to always be correct, right, Corey?
I didn't know we were trying to be correct.
We're not. It's go time now, Hal says. He's right. You've been in this situation many times yourself, Hal. It's definitely go time. 2 by 2, and I think that pace car's gone, Corey. We're racing.
Really hit the pit entrance wall.
The 27 did the right thing on the restart. He's going to get out ahead of him here. And he might fire off quicker. I didn't think about that, but his car might fire off a little bit faster. Whoa, 3 cars sideways. Dirt tracking.
He saved it. He's kept going, but
he saved it, but he lost some spots, didn't he?
They are wrecking again.
Give me a car number.
That was
the 3 in it?
The 3 was not in it. It was the 97.
All right.
Or
971?
Yeah, 971.
All right.
They're still green, though.
We're going to see what happened, though, anyway. Because I seen the 971 was all used up right here. So,
yeah.
I think everybody wants to know with 25 to go how he got used up. And the 3 he was in the outside wall, man. He chased that thing for over a corner. Oh, wow, the 971 heavy contact.
Got the 29, the 77.
Yes, the 18 heavy contact, whole front end off the 18 car back here. So I am surprised, Corey, that did not bring out a caution.
Yeah, I was for sure that was going to bring out caution.
Those drivers are on pit road and going back up to the front. I can tell you that the 2 tires did not work out for this driver, the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. Well, when I say that, maybe his strategy was points and I just want to finish better than 10th or wherever I was at. And
that is true.
In which case it could work out good for him because right now he's in the 4th position, but I'm telling you, he's under heavy fire from that 56 right there, John Wimbish.
Yeah, I think the 56 will get by him in a lap or so unless he pinches him down really hard.
You see that 30 car's been able to make his way back up to 3rd. You see the 0-2 of David Kamara, but the 27's holding his own up here. He might only have a couple of tires on there, but he's definitely holding his own working that middle groove.
Oh, yeah, but how long until the 56 gets tired of riding behind that 27?
Because if he finishes a position better than he was when he pitted and did the 2 tires, he could actually prove us wrong, Corey.
Oh, yeah, he could.
By 1 position. Any gain is a gain. It don't matter if it's a position, a point, or what. Any gain is a gain.
You did say this was the 2nd race of the season for these guys, correct?
Yes, it is. The 2nd race of the season for the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series here. We got a battle for the lead. The 28 of Andrew Mraz putting all kinds of pressure on the 51. Mraz is there. I can see Gann in the 30 back in the distance just a little bit as you see all the flash bulbs from the cameras going off in the grandstands here tonight.
Mustang versus Camaro, the age-old rivalry between Chevrolet and Ford.
Off the corner. I don't know if he's using the draft or not, but that 28 is right there.
He may be trying to get him and the 51 away from third place. Then he'll make a move.
There's a shot for you. Man, the 30 don't look like he's able to close up on these guys right now. Now he's under fire from the 56 of Wimpish.
56 is ready to go.
It's go time. 20 to go, Corey. Gloves are off now. We got to go, man.
I'm imagining the bumpers will start being used very soon.
Keeping an eye on timing and scoring over there, showing me the 27s drop back to the 7th position now. He's in a battle with Alio Jr., and it looked like Cody Sleeper might have turned down to the bottom of the track right there. He's going to drop off a little bit here. I don't know what's going on with the 0-1, if he got loose or not, but he lost a few spots right there. Meanwhile, back up on the front of the field, there's no change. The 28 still on the 51's back bumper.
Now, I know I've seen real-life NASCAR drivers mentioned before, if you can get that left front exposed in the air, that still helps the car turn even when you're right behind another guy.
I would think that that's probably true, that any little bit of air that you can get on the front of the car to give it a little downforce up there may actually help you turn better.
Yeah, and that's what I've been noticing out of the 28. He'll get his left front out there to the side of the 51.
Yeah, he's not staying perfectly lined up behind him. He's trying to get a little air and a little downforce on that left front. I'd say that's where you'd want to get it to, Corey, to rotate the car, would be on the left front.
Seems to work on this virtual service as well.
Well, I'll tell you, even as many of the real-life pro drivers that have come in and tried it and commented on how real it actually is to do this, it wouldn't surprise me to see the aero package work that well.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me either, but...
Oh, look at that close racing for the lead. Man, I mean, he was right up on the bumper, Corey.
I'm surprised he did not get him loose.
Well, the aero package don't work that well, does it?
No. That's something iRacing needs to work on.
Man, I thought for sure. I didn't know if he was going to get him loose or maybe give him a little bump right there and kind of wiggle him up, Corey. We ain't got down under 10 to go yet, or under 5 to go, so that I'm sure that's still on the table.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure if it comes down to it, 28 will use that bumper.
Maybe we're friends right now, but we might not be in another 10 laps, man.
Did they put for Dale Earnhardt Sr., your friend off the track, your enemy on the track?
Yeah. Man, that's almost how you got to be, though, really.
It really is.
Man, just watching this close racing for the lead, though. That 51 has been strong all race long, Corey.
Yeah, it looks like he's pulling away from the 28 just a little bit.
But the 30 we know has a fast hot rod, man, and he kind of leveled off. 14 to go here. I think a feller might have been saving some tires, Corey.
Perhaps.
I think that the tire strategy is in play on this final run here. 14 to go. And I think Wimbish might just be down with that a little bit, because we've seen him start to battle the 30 a little bit, and then he fell behind him again, and these two have been in line. So we're going to have to start to see with 10 to go if they start, really closing in on those first two cars.
Yes, we will. I'm watching their time right now. Right now, Justin at the line was sitting at 1.2 seconds behind the leader.
Yeah, and his lap time was about a tenth slower than the leader. So, if it is a tire strategy to stay back here, it's not working yet. But there's still 13 laps to go, so things could change here. But we see Mraz get up there and put a lot of pressure on the 51. The 51 didn't make a mistake. He maintained the lead. And Mraz has kind of fallen off of him just a little bit. He's not letting him get away, Corey.
No, he's still within striking distance.
But he's not putting the pressure on him that he was before, as he's going to fall about 3/10 back almost.
Yeah, I think he may have burned up his tires trying to get around that 51.
But I'm watching timing and scoring. It looks like the top three cars have leveled out. And the leader's still just a tick faster than the other two behind him. So Michael Mueller on this longer run here looks like he is the stronger car at the moment. So maybe the reason the 28 could pressure the 51 is because the 51 was holding back a little.
Yep. But a lot can change with 10 laps to go, which we are coming to right now.
Yeah, we'll have 10 laps to go when they get to the line this time for that driver right there, the 51 of Michael Mueller.
Yeah, Mraz has burned up his tires. He pushed up really hard in 4, had to get out the gas.
Yeah, Mraz is actually falling back to the clutches of a driver that I'm watching knock about 2/10 off that lead, the leader's time there. Actually, he didn't. He knocked that 4/10 off second place time, but the leader's actually pulling away from him.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He's 2/10 of a second a lap faster right now, the 51 is. That's a good problem to have with 9 laps to go, Corey.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, Mraz, I think, might have company from the 30 and the 56. The 56 is still there, the 30, right with the 30. The 30's riding in the 3rd spot, 56 in the 4th spot. And then you got the 28, like you said, struggling a little bit now in 2nd and falling off the leader. So real quick through the top 10, we covered those guys. 5th place is going to be David Kamara, 02. Back in 6th, you'll see the 17 of Tommy Haynes. In 7th right here, we got the 82 of Mr. Mike Franklin. And then in 8th, we have the 74 of Mike Alio Jr. Back in 9th, look at the recovery this driver's had. That's the 09 right there of Andre Ruiz. And then in 10th is the 99 of Jarrett Lipstruer. So good turn of events for Jarrett late in the race here as well. But the 09 back in the top 10, Corey.
He's had a bit of a rough night. He's got involved in a couple, maybe 2 wrecks that put damage on his car. He's obviously had that damage from earlier. He also ended up getting an EOL penalty. I'm not sure for what, but a really nice recovery to get back in the top 10 considering the night he's had.
Yeah, it's been an eventful one for him, but 1.2 seconds now is what Michael Mueller in that 51 car is able to stretch it out with about 6.5 laps to go. So that 51 definitely on this tire run right here is showing some muscle.
5 laps to go. I think 30 is closing in on the 28, but I don't know if he's got enough time.
He's about 1.9 seconds back from the leader, but he is right there. I'm almost right there with the 28. I think the 30 with 5 to go when they get to the line can probably get to the 28. I don't know if he can get around the 28 in that time.
That is true, because getting to someone and getting around someone, 2 very different things.
2 very different things, and especially at Homestead if you can't get that middle or higher line. Watching off the back of the 30 to the back of the 56, and that might, with 5 to go, the 56 is actually within striking distance of the 30 and possibly the 28.
I think those two have to get side by side and slow up each other for the 56 to get to them.
So Mueller's going to go by the 7 car, I believe it was, the lap car right there, and he's holding on to a 1.4 second lead now. So he's still able, looking at his lap times, he's still a 10th faster, man. He's still clicking the laps off right here with 4 to go.
Oh, no!
We got
30 car.
30 car. I see the smoke. He's sideways. He's turned around, and we're going to stay green flag and racing here. Man, we seen he had a fast hot rod, just talking about him battling for maybe seconds, before this thing's over, and Heavy damage to the front of that 30 car, Justin Gann. He's going to get pointed in the right direction here, Corey.
Yeah, but major damage on the 30 machine.
So we're coming with 2 to go, and we are on the leader right here. You're looking out the front of the leader's car. That's the 51 of Michael Mueller. 3 laps to go, actually. Mueller been able to lead a lot of laps here tonight. Had a lot of battle with the 09. Then we've seen him have a lot of battle with the 28, the 3 earlier, the 30, the 56. Mueller's been battling the whole race, Corey.
Yeah, it's definitely not been easy for him. He's had to earn this one.
Man, this last run, he found something. And I think he found it before that. And he just needed some laps to get on the tires where he knew how to drive his car to make it go for the long run. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So he held back a little bit. That M2 Speed Lab car is just, that 51's flat getting it done here tonight. So how'd that shake it up back here? Mraz stayed in second. John Wimbish is able to move up another position here to third, but I don't think Wimbish is going to catch the 28.
Yeah, I think there's just 2. He's got, 10 car lengths over him?
Yep, so we got about a half a lap right here for this driver. That's the number 51 of Michael Mueller. We're going to get the camera right on this car as he comes through turns 3 and 4 for what? The last time, Corey.
Last time, the best time.
And right there, start-finish line, your winner tonight at Homestead for the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series is a 51 of Michael Mueller. So we'll let him do his little cool-down lap here, and we'll get him all ready up in the waiting room, and we'll get us an interview here, some post-race interviews going, Corey.
Sounds good.
We'll take a quick audio break and discuss how we're going to do this, but it'll just be a second. We'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, we're back at you live. We found our race winner. We're going to move him up here to the broadcast booth quickly here. Michael Mueller, this is Vern and Corey up in the broadcast tower. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
Man, we're doing fantastic, but I'll tell you what, we're not doing as good as you are.
Woo! That was a good one.
You raced all night. I mean, early on it was with the 09 and just great battles with him, and I think he had a little misfortune at some time in the race, but you got back there racing with those other guys, and that last run, you just really got to stretch the 51 out and show how strong that car was.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to see it flat 09. I mean, I thought that was going to be a really good battle the whole race. I mean, that's just terrible luck. But no, I was struggling really hard early to save tires. I've been practicing all week, and I just haven't been able to save any tires here. And I started to figure out as the race went on. So 24 laps seemed to be good enough for me.
You call that struggling, you could have fooled us.
Yeah.
You can't use the word struggle there with that kind of performance.
That 09 had me beat if he didn't get hit. I mean, that guy, after like 5-6 laps
he was fast.
Run, I mean, he was gone. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, but I mean, we know too as drivers, as the track changes throughout the night, it can change how some of the drivers are able to do when it rubbers up a little bit. But man, it looked like, if anything, the 51 actually got faster as the night went on.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely prefer the night here. Day has never been my cup of tea here. So when I knew we were going to do a transition race, I definitely put a lot of work into the night because I knew that's when my car is usually the best.
Well, you represented that M2 Speed Lab 51 very well tonight, Michael, and congratulations to you on your win. Do you have anyone you want to thank while we got you up here, buddy?
All my guys at Lowline Racing. I had Andrew Mraz behind me. That guy's awesome. Definitely helped me out there at the end a little bit with kind of give me some pushes down the straightaway. So big thanks to him. All the guys I hang out with in Discord, John, Tommy, everybody.
We
You
seen
guys in the booth.
we seen that on a restart, by the way, didn't we, Corey? The 28 bump him up there, and it helped the 28 too because he was able to clear out for second on the 3 on the restart. So it worked for both of you guys. Good teamwork out there, man.
Absolutely. No, thanks Justin and Don and Andy, everybody. I mean, that's I can't wait for the rest of the year of 2 for 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see the rest of the year too, man. You've had an awesome start to the season, Michael. Congratulations to you, buddy, and we'll catch you next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, that was the winner, Michael Mueller. Now we're going to get P2 up here after we look at the top. We'll look at the top 10, Corey. So we got Andrew Mraz in the booth. You want to take this interview?
Sure thing.
Let me move him up here. All right, Corey.
Andrea Mraz, us, Vern and Corey in the booth. You got a copy?
Certainly do, Corey and Vern. How are you guys doing?
Great, man.
So, coming home in second place tonight, how you feel? Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
I don't think so. Andrew, you still there?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm extremely happy with second place, especially with the track that I don't love at all. It has a hate relationship with me.
Sounds like a lot of tracks. But, considering it's a track you don't like, you can't really be upset with a second place finish. How about that last battle with the 51?
Pretty good. I was just mainly staying behind him, watching his line, trying to learn his braking technique and stuff. I felt like I learned it, but I overdrove the car and burnt up the right front, and it just didn't want to turn. He somehow managed to save his right front and just drive on past.
Yeah, Homestead's one of those tracks that just eats up your tires. It's definitely a tough track to save tires at.
Definitely.
Well, you got anybody you want to thank? Sponsors, any teammates?
Yeah, Lowline Racing for supplying me the car tonight. It's a beautiful paint scheme by Splash and Go. Michael R. Mueller, the 51, is actually a teammate of mine, and I was just watching him, and I thought I had something for him, but didn't. John T. Wimbish in third. He's also a teammate, and Tommy Haynes in fifth. Those guys have helped me learn the tracks better, and we feed information off one another. And yeah, pretty much those guys, and you guys for putting on an awesome broadcast, and Justin Gam for putting on this lobby, and Don and Andy up in the booth all night to watch us go around in circles.
Well, thank you, Andrew.
You're quite welcome.
Corey, I'm hijacking you, man.
No, you're good. I'm trying to figure out what should I say next.
Well, you can say congratulations once again to him and tell a fella have a good night.
Congratulations and have a good night. I'm sure you and your teammates want to go and celebrate your 1-2-3 finish.
You guys stacked it up tonight, Andrew.
Yeah, certainly. We try to every night, but that doesn't always pan out.
Yeah, Tommy Haynes in the 17 able to bring it home in the top 5 as well. Yeah, I mean, you guys really strong effort here tonight. Strong effort first race as well. So look forward to seeing a lot out of your team this season.
Hopefully.
All right, Andrew, have a great night, buddy.
Thank you, Vern. And Corey.
All right, so that was Andrew Mraz, brought it home P2, and we're going to get the third teammate up here now, Corey.
Sounds good. The third horseman of the group.
John Wimbish, this is Vern and Corey up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
I said I was working my way through the whole team, man, and we got to you. Brought it home in the top 3, and I'm pretty sure that we give you an interview after race number 1, too. So I'd say the start of the season's going pretty good for the driver of that 56.
Yeah, we're pretty happy with it, man. Just trying to, knock off podium finishes here, good top threes, top fives, get to the chase, and then that's when it really starts. So happy with it. Just hadn't always been my best track in the Cup car, so did pretty good there. Hate to see him, Justin get that little dust up there. He was running really good. I don't know if I could have got around him, to be honest with you. So I hate that he got taken out, but those things happen. We'll take third.
Yeah, we were paying attention there, late on, and trying to see with about 5 to go, 6 to go, who had a chance of going where. And feasibly, it looked like you and the 30, if the 28 kept backing up, might have had a chance to do something there. But it kind of leveled out, and then the next thing you know, the 30 had his problems, and that propelled you up to third, and it looked like things between the top 3 were just leveled out from the last 3 or 4 laps there.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was going to catch Michael. He was really fast. He usually is here. And he's kind of fast everywhere. It's kind of annoying. It is what it is, man. You just try to make the best of it. But it was a challenge, man, for sure. And I wanted to work with Justin there and try to catch up a little bit, at least get around Andrew, or try to do something just to work together. Trying to fight for position there wasn't going to do anything but cost us some time. So tried to get around him one time, then I was like, I'm not going to waste any more time with that. But we'll take it. And I'm sure we'll get taken out somewhere along the line. It'll even itself back out. So happy with third. We'll take it and move on to the next one.
Yeah, take it and stack those points up, man. Let me ask you though, what when you were racing and you got on that low line underneath to pass somebody, how hard were you working those tires to make that pass happen?
It's really not that bad. The problem is just having the grip to come off, and if the guy pinches you, which he has every right to do, then it's really hard to have a drive off. So you're just kind of stuck down there. If you time it right, you back it up and kind of drive it off underneath them. And I could do that to a couple guys, but the further you get up front, the harder that is to do, and the harder they're going to race you. So you really wanted to be on the outside, that top line. Especially on fresh tires. Once the tires go away, the top line really isn't your friend too much, but it can kind of help you keep your momentum up anyway. So they don't get too far out there. But fresh tires, top line, that's the way to go.
Yeah, I got you, and I ask you those questions, man, because you always give me good feedback on it. And
yeah, hey, there's as much as you watch us do this, it's no excuse for you to not be good.
Oh, I'm terrible, ain't I, Corey?
Dude, I've heard so many practice laps here just because I wanted to at least have a good show in here, so I'm pretty happy with it.
Man, it's
the
a good
car. I'm much better, but the Cup car here has always been a challenge for me for some reason.
The Cup car's always been a challenge for me. I can't explain why, and it's one of the things that I could practice it, and even if I had a good night, bad luck would probably step in the way. But you, man, I'm telling you, two podium finishes and 2 starts, John. You got to be excited going into race 3.
Yeah, I'm real happy with it, man. Just put in some time practicing here. I was watching, Troy Radford, and watching him get around here one night, and he wasn't turning the wheels so much. I tried to work on that some and be a little bit smoother on the wheel, so I think that helps a lot to help take care of my tires. My wear compared to the other guys in the room was usually a couple points better. So,
and then speaking of race 3, you're going to go to Texas. So what do you think about Texas Motor Speedway there, John?
Oh, I think it's fine. I'm not a big fan of the changeover in 1 and 2, but it is what it is. It's a little something different, but
it makes it interesting.
It does, and the tires matter. It's going to be another one where you're going to need tires as much as possible. You're going to have to take care of your stuff if we get a long run. So that's kind of what I'm better at. I mean, I don't mind getting up there and hauling the mail when you have to, but when you're in those questionable positions, and do I take care of my tires or don't I, then that's where it kind of can suck. And if a caution comes out, then you just save all that for nothing. But it should be a lot of fun, man. Hopefully we'll put on a good show there.
Well, once again, John, congratulations on your top 3. Thanks for coming in here in the booth tonight. And, man, I got a feeling we're going to have you in the booth here quite a bit this season.
Yeah, I hope so, Vern. I appreciate it, bud. Thank y'all for being here and putting this on for us. We really appreciate you.
No problem, John. Thank you, buddy. All right, Corey.
All
Been a
right.
good broadcast, man. Good racing tonight.
Oh yeah, plenty of good racing. Not a lot of cautions, but just the right amount, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. Just the right amount, and we're going to probably go ahead and bring up the results right here, all the results, and we'll go through them
Alrighty.
real quick. I'll take the first 10, Corey. You go with the second, and your winner tonight, we interviewed him. He was in here. That's Michael Mueller in the 51. Pete.
I'm gonna be honest. I do not have the session still up.
Oh,
You
it's
mind if I do
okay.
the first 10?
Yeah, go ahead and do the first 10.
Okay, your first. Obviously, the 51, Michael Mueller, is going to be your winner tonight. In second place, in the 28, Andrew Miraz. In the third place, John T. Wimbesh in the 56. All within the same team, I might add. 02. In fourth place is going to be the 02 of David Camara. Fifth place, 17. Tommy Haynes. 82, Mike Franklin in sixth place. Seventh place, 74, Mike Alo Jr. And shout out to this guy, the 09, Andres
I was
Ruiz in
thinking the
eighth
same
place.
thing.
Yeah. Then you got Jarrett Lipster, the 88 in ninth place, and the number 2 machine, Brandon Fries in 10th.
All right, bringing it home. 11th tonight's going to be that 01 of Cody Sleeper. And in 12th, we've seen him up front a while. And later in the race, too. He backed up a little bit to 12th there. That's the 3 of Roy Fernandez. 13th tonight was the 14 of Steve Lull. In 14th, you'll see the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. So that's where that worked out for the 27, by the way. 14th. So the 2 tires may have actually cost them a couple spots, Corey.
Started 20th. I don't know.
So 15th tonight, the 13 of Cody McFadden. We've seen him have some problems. He recovered well. 16th to 24, Gary Wells. I know racing with a heavy heart tonight, by far. And we want to tell Gary, the whole Wells family, any of you that tune in, that our thoughts and prayers are with you and the family right now.
Amen to that.
And Cody Lipster is going to bring it home 17th. Keith Vaughn in the 23 18th. Peyton Johnson in the 15 and 19th. Blair Patterson, another one in the 91. We've seen him up front quite a bit, Corey. He's going to finish it out in the 20th position.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. 21st, we got the 22 of Jared Harmon, and 30th, Justin Gann. Or in 22nd, the 30 of Justin Gann. He fell back to 22nd from 3rd to 22nd, Corey.
Oh, dang, that is not a good night at all.
No, kind of hurts on the points just a little bit. We know Justin had a hot rod, and I know he's got a hot rod every race, so I think he can make it up for the end of the season. 23rd tonight, 77 of Doug Neal, and 24th was the 7 of Brian Jablonski. In 25th was the 971 of Nathan Moyer. 29th, Casey Duncan. 26th, the 29 of Casey Duncan. 27th, Brian Tong in the 31. 28th, Russell LePage in the 40. In 29th, we had Brian Rainville in the 60. And 30th tonight's going to be the driver of the 33, Terry Kahn, and that's going to do it for the results here tonight.
Weeks ahead cap comes out right. Started with 30, finished with 30.
And then we're going to bring up the series sponsor here, so you'll see that. We want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight to the broadcast for the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series right here at Homestead Speedway. Race number 2 on the schedule. And I think I'd mentioned it and talked to John about it when he was in the booth, but next week, the series, the Hyperdrive Cup Series, is going to be headed to Texas Motor Speedway. So you got another 1.5 mile track, but really that track's vastly different than Homestead, yeah. Corey. I mean, it is vastly different.
Oh, yeah. Turn 1 and 2, definitely the biggest difference. 3 and 4, I don't think there's really a lot of difference between them. I will say it feels like more of a single line racetrack now. Yeah,
and it does with the changes at Texas. I've been able to turn laps there too, and you're exactly right. It just feels more like a single line track there with the changes that they made. But I think it's going to make the race interesting next week. I really do. Cup cars.
Texas always puts on a show there.
Cup cars with a changed Texas Speedway, right?
Yep.
It don't get any better than that. But we want to thank everybody over here at Swift Motorsports, from the administrators to the drivers to the sponsors, Hyperdrive, obviously, for the Cup Series. And we appreciate you having us in the booth here. And I'll see you guys next week.
Y'all take care. Y'all have
Texas.
a good night.
I do want to thank Corey Cook, my co-commentator tonight. Corey, you did a phenomenal job, man. You're picking it up like a natural, and I appreciate all the help tonight, Corey.
Well, thank you for having me on board, and thank you for the compliments.
All right, once again, we will be live at Texas Motor Speedway next week, 1/14/2021. So come in and join us on the WFO Racing Network. Make sure you like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't done so. That way you can catch all 15 races this season for the Hyperdrive Cup Series and Swift Motorsports. And with that, I want to say thank you once again and have a great night.